I know a lot of things can go missing in this world. It could be a person, a ship, even a plane. But have you ever imagined that what disappears could be an entire city? Yeah, you heard me right. A full city, just gone, vanished. Sounds crazy, I know. But this isn't some random theory I made up. This story was told by one of the greatest philosophers of all time, Plato. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest mysteries in human history, a story that's fascinated explorers, historians, and even conspiracy theorists. We're talking about the legendary lost city of Atlantis now. To understand where all this started, we need to go way back to the year 360 BC. That's when Plato wrote two famous dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, where he shared a strange story. He said it came from his grandfather, who had traveled to Egypt. While there, he met an old priest who told him about a massive island. So massive, it was bigger than Libya and Asia Minor combined. Its location, in the Atlantic Ocean, just beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. Atlantis, according to Plato, wasn't just some small island with cute beaches. It was a powerful, advanced civilization, with science, technology, architecture, even military power that outmatched any known society of that time. The island was ruled by Poseidon, the god of the sea, who gave it to his son Atlas, and that's where the name Atlantis comes from. People lived in luxury. The city was rich with resources. Their army was one of the strongest in the world. Historians even called it paradise on earth. But over time, the people of Atlantis got arrogant. They used their power for evil. They started conquering other lands, attacking innocent people, until they tried to go after Athens, and that's when the gods stepped in. According to the myth, Zeus punished them. Massive earthquakes and floods hit the island, and in one day and one night, Atlantis disappeared into the sea. Now, you might be thinking, all right, cool story, but it's probably just fiction, right? And honestly, that's a fair point. Greek writers did mix myths with reality. They had gods for everything. Gods of thunder, war, wine, you name it. But here's the thing. Just because the story involves gods doesn't mean the whole thing is fake. That was their belief system back then. We don't have to believe in Poseidon to ask, what if there really was a city? What if there was an ancient civilization that got destroyed and forgotten? And then I remembered the story of the Great Flood, like the one told in the story of Prophet Noah, peace be upon him. A sinful people, a massive flood, total destruction. Could those people have been the Atlanteans? Not saying it's a fact, just putting the pieces together. But I still wasn't convinced, so I started digging. And guess what? I found some really weird stuff. First, satellite images in the Atlantic Ocean show a massive underwater wall, over 120 kilometers long. That's huge. Some believe it could have been part of Atlantis's walls. Then, researchers found strange circular formations off the coast of Spain. When they went back to Plato's descriptions, guess what? He described Atlantis as being built in rings of land and water. Coincidence? Next, in Italy, archaeologists discovered a sunken ship near the city of Gela. Inside, they found 39 bars of a mysterious metal. Turns out, it was orichalcum, a legendary metal that Plato specifically said was used in Atlantis. And finally, some researchers found underwater pyramid-shaped structures near the Bermuda Triangle, dating back tens of thousands of years. Could these be the remains of Atlantis? Now here's what really blows my mind. If Atlantis was so advanced, how did it sink? Did they not see it coming? Didn't they have ships, tech, plans? Why didn't anyone survive to tell the tale? That's the part that keeps me up at night. Because cities flooding isn't impossible, but entire civilizations vanishing? That's wild. So what do you think? Was Atlantis a real city that existed thousands of years ago? Or was it just one of the greatest legends ever told?